Hi everybody. Got another smaller journal here today. Well, it's not really small. Look at that chunky monkey. I had to let the dogs back in, so y'all are going to have to bear with me because it's just too cold for them to be freezing. So I brought them back in, and if they bark, I apologize, but, you know, that's getting to be a part of my videos of late. This one, they want to be included. This one is a 3.5 by 5 3/4. It has a 1.5 inch spine, and I've used that grass cloth on it on the front and on the back. It has a sari ribbon closure that's been stitched. And this is a lace flower with some of the ruffles that I make on my sewing machine. Let's go inside. Oh, look. Cafe Chaude 8 beignets. So that would be cafe hot beignets. Y'all, I'm having trouble. I'm not a French person. Beignets, which is yummy. Yummy, yummy. On the inside here, got a lot going on in this journal. Okay. Got a corrugated butterfly here with a pretty image of a lady and some lace. And a little business card. And some of that corrugated paper. And a little bit of that thready yarn that I like to use. And a pretty ruffle. I don't think there's anything. Yes, there is. I made a pocket here. Looky there. If I can get it out. Come here, little dude. There. Let me stretch that a little bit. There we go. And a little card. Over here, a Tiffany & Company stamp that I used here. A little corrugated heart with some French. And some snippets of paper. Y'all know how I love those snippets of paper. Did the stitching in that brown thread that has the gold. I hope I can find that thread again. I can't remember where I bought it. A little piece of lace here and a nice journaling spot. Some of the uneven pages, and I did use the crackle on this. I don't think I used any script, but I did the crackle look. Piece of ephemera. Look at this. A covered wagon. How funny. This is a tuck spot here with some hearts and some fabric behind it. A little tag here to stop this from falling out. And another little matching tag with the button. No stitching going down the side there. And see how that holds that nicely? Over here, a little pocket with a ticket. And that's, looks like another little ticket for the World's Fair. Corrugated heart. Little report card. And I did the pocket with the grass cloth. Ruffle up here. That's a piece of paper doily. Little tiny piece of grass cloth there. And some cards to journal on. Hello, Koopa. You want up? Come on. Up you go. Come on. You can get on the chair behind me. A little ticket here with some sewing. This is on the page here. The journal. This is a piece of that grass cloth that I just squiggle sewed. Squiggle sewed. There's a new term. Professional term. A little ruffle and a corrugated heart. A little bit of script stamping up there. There's the sewing from that. Just adds a little something to the page. Piece of sari ribbon, the corrugated heart. A different type of sari ribbon and some lace here. Some more sewing. Put a little card here with a little piece of bling and that thready paper. Over here is grateful, a little flower. Stitching. And this is another little tuck spot. It's that some of that fabric I got from that estate sale that lady had stitched. Her cross stitching was just gorgeous. I used to cross stitch a long time ago, but I can't see to do it anymore. Piece of sari ribbon and a corrugated heart. Real pretty floral background and blue with gold. And 2 cards to journal on. Look at how that coffee dyed paper came out. So pretty. This has got some fabric here. It's fabric that I stamped on. And a vintage lady. Pretty picture. Some more sewing. More ephemera. Blessed. And that's paper doily with some sari ribbon and the corrugated heart and some stitching. That's the first signature. In the center here, I did a booklet again. I'm really liking that. You can do your own thing. And it ties on the inside. It's got a little tuck spot with the sari ribbon. That's hinged. And that'll hold that in place. Plain coffee papers. Lots of coffee papers to journal on. And then again, the same hinged technique over here. With that heart to hold it in place. And the third signature starts here. And it's got a little banner here with a piece of lace and some seam binding. Some stitching up here. Little card with the corrugated heart here, and this is a real pretty faint blue floral print. And over here, this matches the cover, and it says start each day with a grateful heart, and it's one of those magnet places to journal, but it's got a magnet closure here. I just love the grunginess of this one. It's heavily coffee dyed and the edges are all grunged up. I let some of that grass cloth from the other side peek through. And a piece of sari ribbon stitched on. And you can see some of the crackle. Book page. This is on here. This is not coming up. However, you have, if you wanted to, you could tuck something right there. Let's see if I left this spot open. I did. So you could make that a dual page if you wanted to. Some French. And again, the corrugated heart. I've got to get some more of that corrugated paper in the brown. I made this one out of the white and sprayed it and coffee stained it and did all kinds of stuff. Lace peeping out back here with the paper doily. Vintage bingo card. Look, it says Milton Bradley Company. Reminds me of car bingo. I don't know why. Some lace here. This pocket has got French paper on it with that grass cloth that I did the squigglies on. You know, with the sewing machine and a little business card. And it's got some papers in here to journal on. Timeless. Real pretty stitching. This is a vintage button with a doily and some fabrics. And sometimes when I use fabrics, you can see how bright that is. I like using the reverse side because it looks more worn and vintage. So I do that on purpose. Vintage image. And some cards to journal on here. Lace going down the side. Some sari ribbon here with some French and some stitching from the reverse side of sewing that lace on. Book page. Look at this. Isn't this gorgeous? I got this very little bit of it at an estate sale, and it's got the pearls with the gold. And then I attached that with a safety pin onto a lace pocket. And inside is a glassine envelope with some images. Pretty vintage lady, and I put some stickles on her. Tim Holtz flash card. And some birdies. Back in there. And I inked the edges on the glassine envelope. And of course, it's got plenty of room. Look at that. Look, I can almost get my whole hand in there. So, you know, if you have other goodies you want to keep in one spot, that's an excellent pocket to put it in. Over here, we've got a pocket that I just took some different sari silks and put on it. Made a little flower and a paper flower behind it, and then let the threads from that just kind of hang down. And I put one of my cards in that I make. And journal on the back. Cards tag with the lace at the top. A piece of fabric, and it's part of a curtain. I just let that hang. And the back side also has a pocket. It has one of these little card things that I make. You can journal on or put photographs on. And it's got a little booklet with the graphic 45 with some stamping and some ephemera in it. Vintage image of a lady and some lace and the ruffle. And behind it, 2 cards to journal on. Let's see if I can get that in there better. There we go. And the sari ribbon for the closure that I stitched. And there's the back again. In the front. And you can see this is a chunky monkey. I want to thank y'all for being here with me. It means a lot to me. And I'm going to see if I can do one more video today. And I will see you in that video. Bye-bye.